Today we're going to talk about what you can do once you've already tried looking for an obituary. If you've looked for obituaries in your local papers and you just cannot find the obituary, you feel that the person probably didn't have an obituary and you want to know what the next step would be after that. So what we're going to suggest is that you try to get a copy of the death certificate. So on our website here, you would start by going to the Reference Center. And when you scroll down, you can see the bibliographies on the left, and the bibliography for genealogy is going to be under history. And today we're going to look at a few sites on the ordering vital records. Now today we're going to be looking at death records, but of course vital records would imply birth, death, marriage, or divorce records. And then you see the sites come up on the right. And to start with, we're going to look at this California death certificate link. And this is an important page because it shows you all of the different fields that you would find on a typical California death certificate. In addition to the information on the decedent, you can see in these fields here, which includes information on the cause of death, the burial information, etc. You also want to look down fields here 28, 29, and 30. You can see the name of the surviving spouse and the spouse's middle name and last name, which is often what people are looking for when they look for obituaries. You can also find this person here called the informant. You can see the informant's name and relationship, the mailing address, the residence, city, or town, and that is important because the informant is the person who gives the information for the form. And that person is usually a blood relative or a neighbor or a friend or somebody, and often that person might still be alive today, so you might be able to get in touch with that person. And of course there's more information here that you can find. As I said, you can find the place of death, the place of final disposition date. This is what happens to the body after in other words, is the person buried or is the person cremated, that sort of thing, if you wanted to find that out. Now we're going to show you a few places to go to how to order a California Vital Record. This link here is for California Vital Records. This is a Sacramento site that has records back to July 1905. And when you click here, you can look at you can print out the forms that you would need for the birth and death records. They're PDF forms that you can print out and mail in to get a copy. Now the trouble is this, they only go back to 1905, so there are other options that you could do. You could contact the local county, it's usually a county clerk or a clerk recorder, and they typically have the records back that are older. So for here, for example, we have the LA County. You can see the dates for how far back you can get a death record. And also we've had good responses from people that have used the county route rather than going through Sacramento. They feel that you can get the results back in about 2 weeks. So that's probably a little better than Sacramento. We have a link here for the counties that we serve. We have LA County, we have Orange County, and Ventura County. And for Orange County, I looked all over the site. I couldn't find how far back they have it. But since the county was formed in 1889, I'm assuming that they would have the information back to 1889. Also, if there are other counties that you're interested in, you can go to this site, this Vital Rec, and you can click here under Death Record, and where it says State or Territory, you select California, and then the County Vital Records offices. And so if it was in some other county in California, you could click there, and that would give you the information for getting the forms. So that's what you can do for getting the death certificates, because what you're doing in genealogy is you're basically playing connect the dots, and this is one of the information dots that you can you can get. And once the person has information from that form, then you can go and do other type of genealogy searches.